We are joined by attorney and NewsNation political contributor Scott Bolden. Scott, thanks so much for taking the time tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So, Scott, let's talk about this. Given the timing of these court opinions, one day before Super Tuesday, do you think it's likely we are going to see the Trump Colorado ballot decision tomorrow?
Maybe, maybe not. It won't really matter, though, because remember, once they filed their appeal to the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court agreed to look at it. Donald Trump stayed on that ballot in Colorado, and so whether they render a decision tomorrow or not, he's going to get his number of votes, and if he gets the nomination, the real thing to watch with Colorado is if the Supreme Court upholds the Colorado State Supreme Court decision, notwithstanding what happens tomorrow, then he won't be on the ballot for the general election, and he probably won't be on the ballot for the state of Illinois, and I think Massachusetts. There's one other that is, or Maine rather, the state of Maine has thrown him off the ballot. So that's really something we need to watch.
Okay, appreciate that. If this ruling tomorrow does come in, where does it side, do you think?
Oh, you're going to make me the great prognosticator now for the Supreme Court. Natasha, that's not fair. I think the Colorado State Supreme Court wrote their opinion based on state rights and being strict constructionists of the Constitution. It's a very powerful opinion, and it was written in anticipation of going to a conservative Supreme Court. I think they're going to have a real difficult time rejecting that Colorado State Supreme Court decision, but they could do it because in the end, I think they will be concerned about not only taking him off the ballot, but I also think they'll be very concerned about his due process rights and what the definition of insurrection is. And if not, what they'll probably do, at least the critics of this Colorado Supreme Court decision say, is that they will send it back for legislative action, or say that the legislature has to define the enforceability of Title III under the Constitution and the due process rights, and we'll just have to see. Who knows what's going to happen, but these legal issues driving Donald Trump are going to continue to dominate the political landscape in 2024.
All right, Scott, with the time we have, I do want to move to Georgia quickly. We did see closing arguments on Friday on whether to remove DA Fani Willis from that state's election interference case. What outcome are you expecting there?
I think that the judge in that case is going to give a very strong opinion about the appearance of conflict, about the conduct of the two prosecutors in this case, including Fani Willis in hiring her lover or former lover. But I don't think the defense that has the burden of proof by preponderance of the evidence has proven their case. Their star witnesses never did confirm that the relationship started prior to the Wade's hiring. That's the first thing. And then secondly, the credibility issues, even if you do an effective cross on those witnesses, doesn't count as evidence towards preponderance of the evidence. It's going to be a big leap for the judge to reach that conclusion. We'll have to see.
All right, Scott Bolden, appreciate your time tonight. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.